G'day, my name's James Dickey. Today we're going to go over the core bracing sequence. So when I coach people, what I'm trying to do is give them a set of skills that they can take and apply to improve their everyday life or use in a performance setting such as sport or their occupation. And the foundation for many of those skills is posture. Being able to set your hips, shoulders and spine in a good position and maintain that good position whilst under various forms of stress. So there are many different ways and methods that people will use to achieve this position, and I'll draw from one of several depending on the individual. Today I'm just going to show you one simple one that you could stand up and practice and apply straight away if you chose to. So, getting started, the first part of that bracing sequence is feet. What you want to do is have your feet facing straight forward, so not pointing in and not pointing out, straight forward, and you want those feet to be right underneath your hips. So a good rule of thumb that you can go by just to get started is to take your fist and put your fist between your feet, and your feet should be just a little bit wider than your fist. So, working up the chain, next what we're going to do is create torque at our hips. So, what that'll look like is turning your knees outwards. You should feel your hips start to tighten up a little bit as your glutes switch on during this movement. And what you'll also notice is, if I don't turn my feet out, what will happen is the arches on my feet will actually raise up as soon as I switch my glutes on. So by doing this, you've put your feet in a better position as well. So to give you a look at what that achieves side on, feet are straight forward, fist distance apart, feet are underneath your hips. You're going to screw your feet into the ground, creating torque at your hips. Now, what that achieves up here is that switches on your glutes and sets your pelvis into a more neutral position. What that also does is that sets your spine into a more neutral position as well. So your hips or pelvis dictate the angle of your spine. So, you've got your spine in a good position. Now you want to keep it there. So, to start off with, all I want you to do is take a deep breath in, fill your belly with as much air as possible, and then breathe out. And as you breathe out, all you're going to do is add a little bit of tension to your abdomen. So, I don't want you to exaggerate this by drawing your belly button right in towards your spine. Nor do I want you to go overboard and start squeezing the superficial muscles of your abdomen really hard, pulling your rib cage down, because that again changes the angle of your spine in a different way. All I want you to do is have just a little bit of tension in your abdomen, enough so if you were to poke it, it doesn't feel uncomfortable. And if I were to take one foot off the ground, this neutral spinal position should be maintained. But again, it shouldn't be so hard that I have to hold my breath or that I can't talk comfortably like I'm doing with you now. So, feet facing forward, feet underneath your hips, create torque at your hips, take a deep breath in, breathe out, bracing your core in a nice, firm, neutral position. Now that your core's braced, what we want to look at is where your upper body is and what your upper body is doing. So, starting off with shoulders, what I want you to do, take your arms out in front of you, face your palms up towards the sky, and fully bring your shoulders back out to your sides, like you're making a big T shape. One really important thing when you do this, I don't want you to let your core switch off and lean back when you move your shoulders back like this. Set your pelvis height, squeeze your core, I want you to make sure everything stays neutral and all you're doing is setting your shoulders back and screwing them in, creating torque via external rotation. From here, you've got your shoulders screwed in, you've got a nice bit of tension around your shoulders. All you're going to do is keep that little bit of tension at your shoulders and let your arms relax. So, to know if you're doing it right, your bicep should be facing forward and your thumb should be facing forward too. Your hands should be in a nice neutral position. Hands are relaxed, arms are relaxed, just a little bit of tension at your shoulders. Very last thing in that bracing sequence is your head or neck. So, all I want you to do is make sure that you're not exaggerating how far you push your head forward or how far you bring your head back. Keeping everything in a nice neutral position, all I want you to do is tuck your chin slightly. Your head, to start off with, will feel like it's a little further back than is comfortable, and you'll get used to it really quickly. So, quick recap. Feet straight forward, fist distance apart, create torque, switching your hips on. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, creating a little bit of tension around your abdomen. Externally rotate your shoulders, bring them right back into a T shape. Let your arms relax, keep that tension at your shoulders, and tuck your chin slightly. So, that's one really simple bracing sequence. I know there's a lot of steps, but that's one simple sequence that you can use now to help improve your posture and apply to improve skills in everyday life. For more information, PM my page or shoot me an email, leave a comment below. Also, if you liked the video, don't forget to actually leave a like at the bottom of the video. Thank you guys, I'll see you next time.